It started out with a common core value: serve one another to help build the community.
Ryan Anderson began that journey by starting the Belearn Foundation after visiting Jamaica. He's now involved in 2 other nonprofits. Ryan, welcome. You are home from college, and we just learned that you're engaged, so life is good.
Life is great. Thank you so much.
Yeah, but we want to know, why were you drawn to help others, especially at such an early age?
Well, I think my story is a little bit unique in that I was kind of raised at Children's Hospital of Wisconsin. My older brother, who is truly my best friend, and he's doing well today, but he spent almost a year of his early life at Children's Hospital. And kind of growing up there, watching him suffer through some of those medical trials, I think instilled in me a bit more compassion and empathy than maybe your average 5 or 6-year-old.
Yeah.
And so I kind of felt like I always had a desire to give back to the community, to give back to physicians who helped my brother, and just the world at large.
What did you learn, or what got you going with the first nonprofit, the Belearn?
So I went to Jamaica, Kingston, Jamaica, a community called Riverton City, which is a landfill community, and that was in 2012. I think I was 16 years old. I would describe myself at that time as somebody who was very driven, but I lacked a specific purpose. And so when I stepped off that bus and I realized the poverty and suffering and struggles that are all over the world, I realized how fortunate I am. And I came home from that trip feeling like a different person. And I said to myself, you know, it doesn't matter how old I am, how much money I have, what my education level is, I can make a difference in my community right now. And so that's what I tried to do with Belearn.
And so tell us a little bit about what Belearn does.
So Belearn Foundation is a small, let me emphasize, it's a small nonprofit, but we're fully student run. We're currently run by all high school students, which is something I'm proud of. And it gives them an opportunity to learn about service and to actually engage in service. And our main goal is to collect and redistribute school supplies to both local and international communities in need, and also provide educational mentorship.
What do you feel in your gut when you see the impact you make on those in need?
You know, I think the best way to answer that question is to say the impact that I receive from those that I try to serve. I have been blessed, and I am so grateful for the way that every person I've interacted with through service has changed my life. I have a family in Jamaica that I consider family, and they live in a landfill community. I never would have expected that, and I love them to death. I was just on the phone with them. They congratulated me and Sophie on our engagement. When you just step out of your comfort zone and help one another, I do believe that relationships that are far more important than money and prestige and all of that form, and that's what makes you feel good.
This is a wise young man at this table.
He is, exactly. You talk about stepping out of that comfort zone. Was it a hard step for you, and do you think it's a hard step for your generation?
I think it is. It was a hard step for me in the sense that I had no idea what I was getting into. I was sort of, I don't know if arrogance is the right word, but I just said, I'm going to go for it. And I didn't expect to succeed. I did not expect it to turn into what it's turned into, but I just went for it. And I think if more kids, especially high school age students who are bombarded with these incredibly rigid schedules, and you got to go to your ACT class and then your sports and this and that, if they just had a little more time to be creative and somebody asked them, what are you passionate about? What do you want to change in this world? And then they were encouraged to go for it. It's amazing what you can do if you're trying to do something good. People like yourselves hear about it. People all over the community say, that's awesome. I want to be part of that. I want to help that young person achieve that goal and make a difference.
And it's actually the same strategy that they're using when they're in the ACTs, the high honors programs, the sports, trying to be this well-rounded person to get into college, to, you know, to get a better footing in life. But that same strategy works for also giving, and it sounds like you get way much more in return.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Give me a sense of the other nonprofits, the other foundation work you're
so Pivotal Directions, which I discussed a little bit, they're the ones who got me to go to Jamaica, and I had gone, I think, 3 or 4 times as a student, and then they hired me as a trip leader, which has been a tremendous experience. I have to give a shout out to Jeff Wensler, the founder of that org, who's been a tremendous mentor to me and just does a lot of great things in the Milwaukee area. And then Hongo International, which is Jamaican patois for if you extend a helping hand, good things will come back to you. That's an organization that me and a good friend named JP Prodell at the University of South Carolina just started this past semester, and our mission is similar to the Belearn Foundation, but we collect medical supplies and we distribute them both locally and internationally. So we finished, so mostly things like gloves, gauze, basic medical supplies, Advil, ibuprofen, all that stuff. Things that are really cheap fixes, but a place like Riverton doesn't have those things.
We have just a few seconds left, but if someone isn't privileged enough to take a service trip because they just can't afford it, what would you tell them they could do right here to make a difference?
Milwaukee is a wonderful community, but we have a lot of problems here in Milwaukee, and I think all it takes is asking anyone you trust, hey, where can I make a difference? What nearby can I do to help out? There's lots of shelters, there's lots of organizations like the folks that talk on this show. Just send them an email, give them a call, and I promise they'll be more than happy to get you involved and make a difference.
We can't wait to learn more and hear more about you as you're just starting this journey. 2018, I'm sure, is going to be a great year for you.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thanks for being here.